Well, aside from the daily bread, I've been doing a lot more writing of devotionals than videos lately, and I want to do more short videos. And this was just something that popped in my head, and but it's worth thinking about. And this is more of a video um, that's just worth taking this point and sharing it with your unbelieving and doubtful friends. The Bible's full of messianic prophecy, and many of us were familiar with these prophecies, right? I mean, all the prophecies of Jesus, especially about the crucifixion of Christ, where he was born, how he was born, and just the crucifixion itself. I mean, when you look at things like in Psalm 22, they've pierced my hands and my feet. And then when you look at Zechariah, where God, Yahweh, is speaking, and Yahweh says, when they look on me, whom they've pierced. It's a great question for a Jewish person. When did you, the Jews, he's speaking to the Jews too, to his people Israel. So it's very, very clear. When did the Jews crucify God? Now, the main point I wanted to walk away with is not just bringing up a bunch of messianic prophecy, but this was kind of a cool thought. The fact that the Jews, on the whole, rejected Jesus authenticates the New Testament. Here's why. You see, if all the Jews had just received Jesus when he came at his first coming, then really the New Testament would just be an extension of the Old with no transition, no change. And in a sense, um, people could make the argument, right? Well, they're using their scripture to verify their own scripture, right? The idea that it's like, well, you can't use the Bible to prove the Bible. And people say that, right? But here's the problem: the Old Testament doesn't belong to Christians in a sense, right? I mean, it does, but it doesn't. The Old Testament belongs to the Jews. Don't take that out of context, because that could be interpreted weird, but just bear with. The New Testament is obviously exclusive to Christians. It's the Jews reject it. But the New Testament, in the stories, the Gospels that describe Jesus Christ, they pair up with all the Old Testament verses. To a Jew, if what is said in the New Testament is true, it's damning to them, in a sense, to reject Jesus, knowing that the whole Old Testament so clearly paints the picture of this man. He was going to come, he was going to be crucified, all these things he did and the way he did them. And so here's the idea, is that because the majority of Jews did not receive Jesus in the first century, they did not want Christianity to grow. If they could have proven any of those things false, the fact that he was fulfilling their own prophecy, they would have done it. And see, that's the beautiful thing, is this is where, because the Jews reject Jesus and Judaism remains today a group of people who believe in the Old Testament but reject the Messiah, Jesus Christ, we have actually an authenticating factor with the New Testament. Because if they could have just simply said, well, Jesus never was crucified. If he hadn't have been crucified, don't you think they would have just put an end to the rumors? They were bigger and more powerful than the church. There were way more Jews than Christians. They controlled everything in Jerusalem up until 70 AD. I mean, the Romans were there, but they could have quickly just squashed out the rumors. If he had not risen on the third day, they could have proven it. But if the Jews tried to say, well, Jesus was never crucified, but all of Jerusalem knew that Jesus was crucified, then any kind of accusation would have been thrown out. So that's the beautiful thing, is that all of the messianic prophecies, there's so many of them that were fulfilled in the Gospels. If the Jews could have dismissed them, they would have. But the fact that they're true is why we don't have any ancient record of the Jews just denying any of these things happening. Because they knew if they tried to deny them, they would be laughed at, because it is what really happened. And so this is an argument not necessarily to edify the Christian. It's nice to have a little extra confidence, but really for the unbeliever. To point out to your friends, it's like, Well, we know the New Testament is true because if it wasn't true, the Jews would have proven that point 2,000 years ago. So that's just a little food for thought. It's good thinking that because the majority of the Jews did not receive Jesus, it actually authenticates the message of the New Testament. So take that and do with it as you wish, but I thought it was just kind of a cool nugget, and it's a logical argument of why that helps authenticate our position. So God bless you guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll pop in every now and then for short videos. Take care.